Okay, so we'll start standing today. If you just put your legs wider than hip distance apart, and then we're just going to breathe. So we're just going to open up our lungs, deep breath in and bend. So get your breath right into your lungs. So we're opening up the chest. Cross your arms over. Breathe. And then we'll change the arms, so we're going out and round. So we're circling the shoulders the other way. Nice deep breath. Relax shoulders. And really fill those lungs up. And then on your...
over by the time you get your socks on.
And then on your next bend down, I want you to stay. So just into the squat. And then we're just going to do little heel raises. So with the breath. So inhale as you raise. And on your next one, I want you to hold. And down, and lift the other leg. And down, and again. Down, and again. And then we'll come up. Shake off your thighs. Then just have your feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart. So we're going to go into a squat. So stick your bum out, your back should be straight. And back up. And down. And up. So a nice straight back if you can. And remember to move with the breath. And one more. And then up to standing. And then we'll just do a backstroke circle. So we're mobilising the shoulder joint. You just follow your hand with your eye gaze. So we're opening up that chest and getting some mobility into our shoulder joint. So keep with that movement. So really feel you're getting a nice stretch in your head and neck as well. And then on your next one, bring both arms up. And then we're going to turn to the right and swoop down. And up the other side. And then look to the left, swoop down. So soft knees. As you go down, we're just getting a bit of spinal rotation now. Just warming the body up. Ready for the clap. Moving that lower spine. And as you swoop down, exhale. Inhale up the other side. And exhale down. Up the other side. Exhale down. And one more either side. Then fold your arms one on top of the other, and we're going to do spinal rotation. So round to the right first, back to center, round to the left. So this one, try and keep those headlights on the front of your hips facing forwards. So you're just moving the rib cage around the top part of your spine. So if you think Your headlights are facing forwards, and we're just getting movement in the top part of our rib cage. And then on your next rotation round, look the head as far round as you can, and back. Remember to keep that core engaged, that's protecting your spine. So remember, your core is your diaphragm, your pelvic floor, your transverse abdominis on the front, and your lumbar multifidus on the back. So that's in your spine. So shoulders down and relaxed. Keep with that movement. One more either side. And then pop your hands on your hips. And we'll do a little bit of balance. So we're just going to point the left toe forward and back. Change legs. So you've got stability on the leg that's holding your weight. And a little bit of balance challenge. So try and be light on that toe that you tap in. And keep with the breath. And then on the next one, we're going to toe tap, lock in with the core, lift. If you're not comfortable with that, you don't have to do that. You can continue doing just the toe tap, or you can hold on to a chair or the side of the fence. So try and pick a point in the distance, nice and strong through your core. Controlled movement. So we'll do one more either side. And then next time we're going to take the toe behind. So just a toe tap behind, bring back to center, toe tap behind, bring back to center. Arms down by your side. And we're going to just go forward. So forwards with the arms and a toe tap behind. And if you feel like you can lift and balance and back down. Lift, balance. So again, remember to be strong through your core. And again. So one more either side. Then we'll bring all those together. So we'll toe tap forwards, up, down, behind, and balance. Then change sides. And then this time when we come up to the knee bend, I want you just to externally rotate down. Checking all your balance today. And up, bend, out to the side, and behind. Well done. And then you come to the back of your mat, and we'll inhale to prepare. We're going to roll down to the mat. If this isn't good for you, you can just go down to the mat. So chin to chest, and we're just peeling that vertebrae off the wall one at a time. Soft shoulders. Inhale at the bottom. So fill your lungs into your back, and exhale back up. Nice and straight. Inhale at the top chin to chest. Soft knees. Inhale at the bottom. Then back up. Grow nice and tall as you're at the top. Inhale, chin to chest, down to the mat, and come onto all fours. If all fours isn't good for you, if you've got knee problems, you can just lie on your back. So we're going to come into 4-point kneeling. So we want wrist below shoulders, hands spread, so spread your fingers out as wide as you can. Knees slightly behind your hip, and we're going to go into cat-cow. If you're lying on your back, do pelvic imprint. So we're going to inhale to prepare. As you exhale, scoop your belly button to your spine, curve into a C shape. Inhale back to center, and then exhale to cow. So keep that belly button drawn in there. Don't let your belly button drop down to the mat. Then inhale to center, exhale up. Inhale to center, and exhale to cow. Keep that core strong there. That's really important to protect that spine. And then again, scoop under to neutral spine and to cow. So we're waking up that spine. Then come to neutral, and I just want you to look towards your right hip, like you're wagging your tail like a dog. So look over that shoulder to your hip, and the other side. Then we're going to come to neutral spine, and we're just going to do single arm lift. So strong through your stable arm that's holding your weight. And switch hands. So really reach through that middle finger when you're lifting. Feel like someone's stretching your arm. So you're getting a full stretch. Your spine's in neutral. One more either side. Make sure your neck's nice and long, so you're not shrinking your neck into your shoulders. And then we're going to go into single leg lift. So both arms on the mat. Here you can do toe taps. So yeah. And remember the breath. And remember you're strong through your core. And then if you feel comfortable, we'll do opposite arm, opposite leg. So really reach through that middle finger and your big toe. Feel like someone's stretching out. And your breath should be exhale as you stretch the opposite arm, opposite leg. Inhale to come home. Exhale as you stretch. Inhale as you come home. This time I want you to bring your elbow to your knee, so you're curling that spine like in the cat. Stretch out and back down. So opposite arm to leg, elbow to knee. If that's not good for you, just go back a step. Stretch out and down. So you stop off wherever is comfortable for you. Curl that spine. Down. So you're exhaling as you stretch. Inhale as you curl that spine. Exhale and down. Keep with that movement. One more either side. And then bring your toes together and drop back into child's pose. Or if you're on your back, hug your knees into your chest. So really reach, if you're in child's pose, really reach those fingers, crawl them along the mat as far as you can. And breathe into your back. So fill those lungs, fill the ribs with as much air as you can. 3 really deep breaths. And then we're going to walk the fingertips to the right. And feel the stretch up the sideline. And then walk your fingertips to the left. Breathe into those side ribs. And then we'll come onto our backs. So knees bent, feet flat on the floor. And we'll start with double arm floats. So inhale up to the sky, exhale back. Careful you don't pop your ribs out. So you're keeping your core strong to keep that spine protected. Inhale back. So it's a double breath. Inhale up, exhale to extend the arms above your head. Inhale back, exhale. On your next one, I want you to come up to ab prep. So you're going to come up to ab prep and back down. Up to ab prep, back down. Now, if you're comfortable with that, if that's your level, stay doing that. Or you can bring one leg up to tabletop and continue with ab prep. Or if you want to bring both legs to tabletop. So exhale now as you come up. Inhale back, but don't pop those ribs. So it's a controlled movement. Two more like that. And then relax down, so feet on the mat. And have a couple of breaths in this position. So check that your shoulders are nicely relaxed, flat on the mat, your scapula is nice and flat on the mat, palms facing up, and breathe. And then we'll bring our legs to tabletop. If you just want to work one leg, that's fine, leave one foot flat on the mat, and we're just going to do toe taps from tabletop down to the mat. So keep your knee bent. You're strong through your stomach, so you're working those lower abs now. So it's controlled movement. So exhale as you toe tap, inhale as you come back up. Then this time, if you want a little bit more, increase the length of the lever on your leg. So just extend your leg a little bit longer. Keep that core strong to protect that spine. And then if you want more, you can extend the leg fully. So exhale as you extend your leg. Inhale back home. Exhale as you extend. Inhale home. And then if you can, bring your knee in a little bit more. And we can do a more fluid movement. So we're moving both legs at the same time. If that's not good for you, drop back a level. Give me 4 more of those. And then hug your knees into your chest. And if you feel comfortable, rock side to side. So we're giving our lower back a bit of a massage. Right, if we come up to seated position now, so you can sit, just move. You can sit with your legs crossed, out straight out in front, out to the side, however you feel is comfortable. I like crossed legs. And then we're just gonna draw our finger through the water and paint a rainbow above our head. So finger through the water and a rainbow over our head. So you're getting a nice stretch through your back and then open your chest out and up. So this is a nice stretch without holding it. And some shoulder mobility as well. Keep with the breath. And one more each side. And then we're just going to get a bit of spinal rotation. So if you can, cross your right leg over your left leg. If not, don't worry about it. We're just going to try and turn. So you can either hug that knee in, if that's comfortable for you, and look to the back room. Or you can have your leg straighter if that's better for you, just to get some spinal rotation on a stretch. Listen to your body, don't do it if it hurts. So you should feel a stretch down through your glute and your spine. And then we'll swap sides. So really try and look as far back as you can to get as much spinal rotation as you can. And breathe into that stretch. Then we're going to come onto our side. So side lying. So remember, feet in line with palm and shoulders. Arms straight out in front. Head resting on that arm. Extend the top leg out. side waist, so you should be able to post a letter underneath. And we're just going to start with single leg lift. So you can have hand options, fingertips on the mat, on your hip, or up in the air. Up in the air is more of a balance challenge. You need to keep your hips stacked, one on top of the other. So imagine there's a stake through your hip and through your shoulder. So you're not rocking forwards and you're not rocking back. You're nice and strong through your core. And your breath is, you exhale as you lift, inhale as you lower. Exhale as you lift, inhale as you lower. Two more like that. Then lower that top leg, extend your lower leg, and we're going to lift that lower leg. So you might need to use your fingertips.
And the whole hand.
So still strong through that core. Two more. That's a hard one. And then bend your knees again, so feet flat in line with your bum and your shoulders. And we'll go into clam. So feet on the floor to start off with. So we're just opening out those hips. Remember that letter, should be able to post it under your side waist. Keeping that core nice and strong with the movement. Exhale as you open, inhale as you close. And then on this next one, raise your feet to hip height. And we'll do raised clam. So let's do two more like that. And then you can either lower your feet down or keep them up. And we're going to do knees together, then toes together. So you're getting more of a rotation in that ball and socket joint in your hips. So knees together, toes, knees, toes. Two more like that. Really working those sideline muscles today. And then relax down. Give that hip a rub. Then extend that top leg to hip height. Inhale to prepare. As you exhale, flex your foot and kick that leg forward. Inhale, point it back. So exhale forward, inhale, point back. Exhale forward. So we're getting a stretch down those hamstrings. Inhale back. And we're also warming that ankle joint up by flexing and pointing that foot. One more. And then bring that top leg, so grab your foot, and we'll just do a quad stretch. So try and push your foot into your hand to get a deep stretch down your quad. And breathe into that stretch. So get all that oxygen that you're breathing in to that muscle to feel the deep stretch. One more breath. Then bring that top leg forward as far as you can. Open the top arm and try if you can to reach back. So we're getting a diagonal stretch across the entire body, opening out that chest. And breathe into that, and with every exhale, feel like you're letting go of everything. So feel your body melting into that mat. Then carefully come back onto your back. Cross that top leg that we've just worked over your bottom leg. And then bring your bottom leg in, so we're getting a stretch from our backs this time. And deep breaths into that stretch. Then we can start just rocking the hips from side to side. Still in that stretch. And then if you can, lower your foot that's crossed over round and see if it'll reach the floor. If not, that doesn't matter. Just stay at the point where you feel the deep stretch. If your foot does reach the floor, let it rest there and take your top arm over. So we're getting a spinal rotation stretch here as well. Then we'll come up to seated and we'll swap sides. So knees bent, feet in line with hips, shoulders, head on your arm. Extend that top leg out and we'll start with single leg lift. So remember that side waist off the mat. Exhale as you lift, inhale as you lower. Hand options, fingertips, hip, arms straight up in the air. Two more like that. Then lower that top leg, take your lower leg out. Fingertips on the mat and we'll lift. So this is a really tricky one. Exhale as you lift, inhale as you lower. So you're working that inner thigh. Two more like that. Then bend those knees, feet flat again, so you're against the wall, into clam. So exhale as you open, inhale as you lower. So we're getting those hip joints moving. Side waist again, is your core still engaged? Can I still force that letter? Then lift the feet to hip height and continue with raised clam. So exhale as you open, inhale as you close. And then you can keep your feet in raised farm, or you can lower them to the mat. And we're going to do the knees together, so open the feet and then toes together. So that's just a bigger hip rotation for that top ball and socket joint. And keep with that breath, check your core is still engaged, nice and strong. And then one more, relax down and give that hip a rub. And extend that top leg to hip height. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, flex the foot forward. Inhale, point it back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, point it back. So try and keep that leg at hip height, so it's on the same plane. Your hips are still stacked, your shoulders are still stacked. Exhale, forward. Inhale, back. Two more like that. Last one. And then grab your foot with your hand and we'll go into the quad stretch. So try and push your hips forward to get a deeper quad stretch and breathe into it. So get all that oxygen in your lungs, through your body to that muscle. Then extend that top leg forwards as far as you can. Take your top arm round and behind. Look to your hand if you can. And breathe into that. So that's opening up your chest right across the diagonal. And as you exhale, feel like you're just letting everything go. So let your body melt into the mat. Then come back slowly onto our backs. Cross the leg that we've just worked over the other one. And then grab your leg and pull it in, feel the stretch. And again, breathe into that. Then we'll just start rocking those hips from side to side. See if that foot will meet the floor if you roll over. If not, just stay where it's comfortable for you. If it does, look to the opposite hand, stretch that arm out and feel a deeper stretch. Then if you come up to seated, and we'll come on to our stomachs. So we'll now do some back extension. So little finger on the mat, nice and strong. Shoulders down, forehead on the mat. You're going to lock in your core so your belly button's lifted off the mat. Inhale to prepare. And as you exhale, just lift that forehead. And we're just getting a bit of back extension. And then inhale back to the mat. So exhale up. Inhale back. So here your shoulders are back and down. They're not up by your ears. Your neck's nice and long. Your glutes are switched off. So you're not using your bum muscles. You're using your back muscles. It's tempting to squeeze your bum to lift your back. But we're not working the bum here. We're working our back. So exhale as you lift. Inhale as you lower. Then I want to add some head and neck rotation. So next time, lift one arm off and look at that palm. Then the other arm. Remember that core is nice and strong. So your core's on, you're using your back muscles, your glutes are off. One more either side. Then we'll do single leg lift. So here your glutes are going to work. So you're going to inhale to prepare, lock in that core, lift your right leg off the mat. Back down, left leg. So you can either have your forehead on the mat, or if it's more comfortable, turn your head to one side. So exhale as you lift, inhale as you lower. Shoulders are relaxed, not tucked up by your ears. Are our cores still on? Then I want you to extend your arms out and bring a single arm opposite leg and lift. If that's not good for you, you can just go back to either single arm lift or single leg lift. Listen to your body, don't do anything that doesn't feel right. So if you're doing the opposite arm, opposite leg, feel like someone's pulling your middle finger and your big toe as you're lifting. So you get a nice length through your body. Good, keep with that movement. And then if you want a little bit more, we can go into double arm, double leg. But if that's not good for you, don't do it. So exhale as you lift, inhale as you lower. Pause on, belly button strong. And if you're doing the double ones, remember, feel like someone's stretching your body. So one more. And then drop back into child's pose. So we're just taking the spine. We've done a lot of back extension there. We're just taking the spine into a different position and breathe into your back. And we'll come onto our backs. Feet flat on the floor. Just pop your hands on those bony parts of your pelvis, so your headlights. And we're just going to go into imprint. So we're imagining we're on the beach and we're pressing our spine into the sand to imprint our spine into that, make a pattern in the sand. And then we're going to go the other way. So you're arching your spine. So just do that movement. So press you back into the mat and then lift it up. And then once you've got the feel of that on your pelvis, you can pop your hands down with your palms up, out to the side. And just enjoy moving that lower part of your spine. And keep with the breath. So let the breath follow the movement. And then on your next imprint, I want you to scoop your pelvis up off the mat. So belly button tucked into spine, and we're just going to lift off the mat into shoulder bridge. Inhale at the top, then exhale, one vertebra at a time, back down to the mat. To neutral spine, so you've got that little arch, natural curve. Exhale up. Inhale at the top, then exhale back down. Then if you feel comfortable, you can add arms. When you get to the top, double arm float, back down, and one vertebra at a time back to the mat. So roll up through your spine. When you get to the top, hold it, double arm float. And then roll back to the mat. So keep with that movement. Give me 2 more rolling shoulder bridges. And then just lie on your backs and breathe. So just enjoy the breath. Then we'll come up to seated. Legs out straight in front. Arms out, shoulders down, neck nice and long. And we're just going to curl the spine into the half roll back. And sit back up straight, so nice straight back. So exhale, curve your spine into that C shape. And then lift up. Curl down. Lift up. And then next time, reach that box. So imagine you've got a box between your palms. Reach it forward. Back to center. Half roll back. Curl that spine so your stomach's nice and strong. Hold in your body. So keep with that fluid movement. So exhale as you curl down, inhale up, exhale as you reach forward, inhale back to center, exhale, curl. Next time on your curl down, hold. So get to your biting point and hold. Then come up and reach forward. Then back and hold. Then lift up, reach forward. One more, come back, hold at biting point. Reach up. And then come all the way down, controlled, arms above your head. And then have a full body stretch, so feel like someone's pulling your middle finger, your big toe, and enjoy a full body stretch. Then come up slowly, roll onto your knees, tuck your toes underneath, and we'll just do a roll up to standing. I think I've lost someone. I've lost Rachel. Yeah.
But we're still right.
I'll just check she's not trying to get back in. I've had to drop off, see you next week.
Okay.
That's all right.
So we'll take our feet wide again.
Sorry.
Start with the breath that we started with. And then change direction of your arms. And bring your feet in, and we'll do backstroke. So follow your eyes, follow your palm with your eyes. Really breathe into those circles. Then bring both arms up, and we're going to do one forward and one back. So start with one forward, do one forward, and then one back. So you meet at the top. Coordination. And then change sides. So one forward. So as well as shoulder mobility, working those brains as well. I know, it's funny, isn't it? Takes practice. There's something to practice.
Yeah. Another one to practice. We'll be doing this one all
I
week
know.
and having done it.
I know, typical, isn't it? Then both arms up, feet wider than hip distance. Look to the right, switch down, and then to the left. Oh, well, I might do that one to finish then.
You didn't say I could do it.
And that's it. And then just for you, we'll do a bit balance to finish off. So toe in and rest it on that knee.
Oh dear.
Arms out to the side. I can't watch you because it's moving. Pick a point in the distance. Oh, and down, and then swap sides. So you can just keep your toe on the floor, or you can lift it a little bit higher, or onto your knee. And breathe. I'm better on this side than the other side.
Left side.
And down. And then we'll do the chest opener just to finish. So fingertips interlocked, open your palms, up, look up, roll your shoulders back in a big circle, interlock your fingers and open that chest. Breathe into that, then release, forwards, look up, release and circle down, interlock your fingers behind, lift up, and we'll do that once more. Release and behind. Very well done.
That's much better.